It's time for Florida State football. This is Inside Seminole Football. Brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Taggart's wardrobe.
Hello and welcome to Inside Seminole Football alongside Coach Willie Taggart. I'm Tom Block. And Coach, a great game this past weekend, another chapter in the rivalry that is Miami and Florida State. Unfortunately, FSU comes up 1 point short. And I know that's disappointing, especially in light of the fact that your team really played a good football game.
Yes, it is. We worked really hard and we went into that game very confident that we could win the ball game, but we knew we had to do certain things in order to win the ball game. One was not turn the ball over. You know, down there in Miami, and when they get turnovers, not only do the team get upbeat, but the crowd and everyone, and it's tough to play when you're down there in those situations. So we knew that going in, and we played a really good first half without turning the ball over, and then second half we lost our concentration and turned it over. Not only turned the ball over, we turned it over on our side of the field twice, and you just can't do that and want to beat a good football team on the road. So did some good things, but we didn't play winning football, and that cost us.
Coach, traditionally special teams has played a huge factor in this series, and it really did this time around too, and it was Florida State with the upper hand, but DJ Matthews was something to watch this past weekend.
He was, and I think we all saw a glimpse of this for about 2 weeks in a row where he'll get a good return, and I know for like 2 weeks he had him called back because of holding, and we really worked hard on him on special teams, and our guys did a great job of holding guys up and allow him to catch the ball. And we know once he catches the ball, he is very dangerous with it in his hand, and he showed that to us on Saturday.
Coach, all that said, and the way it played out, the crowd did get back into it, and you still had a play where it looked like maybe, you never know how it would play out, but maybe that would be the finisher if you could have gotten that extra touchdown on the double forward pass. What was the official's explanation to you? Because I know when you look at it, it's hard to see that there was 2 forward passes.
Well, I was just saying the guy, he threw it forward. It wasn't close. He said the guy threw it forward, and it was an illegal pass. You know, so we thought we did it the right way. We're waiting to get confirmation, some clarity on how we're supposed to do it, because we felt we did it the right way. And I know Francois, he threw the ball on the 44-yard line, and DJ caught it on the 45, you know, so something's not right, but it is what it is. We're moving on, and even after that, we got a first down, and we had a chance, and we missed a field goal there. So we had our opportunities, and we didn't take advantage of it.
We will take a look at the highlights from down in South Florida, and we continue. Stay with us here on Inside Seminole Football. Welcome back, Coach. When you go any place on the road, particularly when you're playing at Miami, I mean, the recipe is similar in that you want to get on top early and take that crowd out of it. And, you know, the way it worked out, you won the toss, deferred, but you got to stop on Miami, and we're able to get some points on the board right away.
It was good. It was good for our team to start fast. Our defense went out and stopped them, made them punt, and then for our offense to get the first drive and go down there and score was really big for our football team. I thought tempo really helped us on offense. We picked up the tempo, and in the previous 2 games, we slowed it down, and that wasn't necessarily what was best for us. So kind of got back to what we say we were going to do, and it helped us tremendously in the first half, especially with no mistakes along the way, and we got a nice lead going into the half. So that was a good way to start, you know, and as a team, we got to learn how to finish and how to finish people off once we're up like that.
Florida State scores first, has the halftime lead. Let's take a look at the first half highlights from South Florida.
Logan approaches, left-footed kicker. Puts toe to leather, and we're underway. Kickoff will come down around the 1-yard line, returnable by Thomas. Jeff Thomas for the 15 to the 20. He's knocked down short of the 25-yard line. And Homer will run the ball this time. Up the gut he goes, got a block. He's to the 30-yard line. He's knocked down short of the 30. Homer in the motion, dropping to throw his first pass. The pass is an incomplete pass on the 38-yard line. Going a little bit behind Jeff Thomas. Eagles gets a good snap, and the right-toed kicker sends it downfield. Matthews waiting, will return the punt. Fields at the 20, comes to the near side, outside the, got a huge block at the 35. Daves keeps his balance and is knocked out of bounds on the Seminole bench area. Slaps the hands, Francois gets the snap, looks to the right, pass the ball to the right, bubble screen set up with the football, diving out across the 50-yard line to the Miami 49-yard line. Goes Daquan Murray. And now 3 with Jacquez Patrick. Empty backfield. Francois gets the pass with caught ball. And they to the 45 to the 40 with the football. Terry McKinney, he's got a first down at the 30-yard line of Miami. Trip receivers now line up to the left. Here's the snap. Here comes outside pressure. Pass thrown toward the end zone. Caught ball at the 1-yard line. Into the end zone. Is it a touchdown? Officials say touchdown FSU. Great catch. And Keith Gavin has his first career grab in the end zone. And the junior from Wakulla County High School gives Florida State a 6-0 lead. And how about that throw by DeAndre Francois? 10 from the 36-yard line. Dropping under pressure. He'll be sacked. He's dropped back at the 27-yard line. Formation. Got a tight end back there as well. Dropping is Perry. Perry dropping. Throws a pass to the far side. It is a incomplete pass. Knocked away at the last moment. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Lawrence Cager. Francois with 4 on the huddle block. Takes the snap. Has protection. Looks upfield. It's caught ball. Cam Akers at the 37. He has a score to say first down. Pistol formation. The snap, dropping to throw Francois. Looking, gets the pass away. It is incomplete. Dangerous return through. Here's the snap. Logan Tyler's kick. Knuckleball thing will be bounced inside the 30. Kicks to the near sideline and rolls out of bounds. Here's the snap, and they'll feed the ball. Delay handoff to Dallas. Dallas is going to make one guy miss, make another miss, and he's finally brought down inside Seminole territory. 2nd down and 12. First play of the 2nd quarter. Hand the ball off. They run to the near side. Run, and this time the tackle made at the 36-yard line. Probably will throw on 3rd down. Dropping to throw. Perry gets under pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to run to the near side to the 40-yard line. He has the first down and steps out of bounds. 4th down and 2. Maybe 3. Dropping to throw. Pass to the other side. Caught ball. Into the end zone. Touchdown Miami. Hard slant in the end zone. Lawrence Cager. And the Hurricanes are a point away from tying. Akers was lined up as a receiver. Now shifts into the backfield. Here is the snap, a high snap, hand the ball off, and Akers finds a little daylight. It's across the 35, near the 37-yard line. Stopping 3rd down. 3rd down, 1. Here's the snap. Akers runs the ball to the right, bounces. I don't know if he got the first down. In the 2nd quarter, twin returners, Jeff Thomas and DJ Dallas. The kick by Logan Tyler. Good punt this time. Coming down on the near sideline, a fair catch is made at the 20-yard line, maybe the 21. Is DJ Dallas. Here's the snap. We run a stunt, try to get to him. He's under pressure. Tries to wiggle off the hook, and he can't. He's dropped at the 21-yard line. 2nd down, 10. Here's the snap. Hand off to Rasul. Rasul finds daylight. Digs his way out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Motion. Shotgun formation. The snap. They run a stunt. The pass is knocked away at the 35-yard line. Intended for Tamarian Terry. No flag thrown. Good snap. The kick by Tyler is going to go. Oh, a booming punt. Backpedaling to the 25-yard line. DJ Dallas tries to make one guy miss. He does, and he's going to make another guy miss. DJ Dallas spins around, a flag thrown, and he's going to be dropped at the 42-yard line. Tie ball game at 7-7. Here is the snap. They fake the jet sweep, and that double reverse it is. Knowles play the double. No, the pass downfield. A little chicanery, a caught ball. Is it a caught ball or is it incomplete? No, it's waved off. It's a caught ball at the 45-yard line. One official waves it off. The other says it's a caught ball. Now referee Jeff Heiser says it is incomplete. A few steps. They're going to H back in there as well. Here's the snap, and they play action fake by Perry. Perry flushed out of the pocket, running to his left. Still gets the pass upfield. It is a caught ball at the 42-yard line. 1st down, 10. Canes at the 47-yard line. The snap. Inside play action fake thrown by Perry. Ball knocked away. Diving on it. The Seminoles may have come up with it. Nicosi Perry was trying to throw the ball, and his arm was hit. The ball came out. See if the Seminoles wear that turnover backpack. We do. Trey McKinney and Tamarian Terry. Here's the snap. DeAndre Francois pass caught inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. Takes the snap from Eberle. He's going to run with the ball. DeAndre Francois finds a little daylight and hurdles to the 25-yard line. From the Miami 27-yard line. Here's the snap. Blackman throws the ball. Caught ball. It is spinning off a tackle and will not get the first down to the 25-yard line. Good snap, the spot. Here's the kick by Aguayo. It is long enough. It is long enough, and it is good. And the Seminoles retake the lead at 10-7. 2nd down, 8. out of the injury timeout from the 27-yard line. Perry wants to throw. Looks up, he dumps the ball off. It is incomplete. And Spicer will punt the ball away near side, hooks it around, and DJ Matthews will catch it and return it from the 20. Made the first guy miss. Goes to the outside. Gets to the corner. He's followed a blocker. Across the 40 to the 50. DJ Matthews to the 45 of Miami, to the 40, to the 37-yard line. DJ Matthews, and there are no flags on the field. Carr left, Florida State leading by 3. The snap, inside handoff. It's Patrick running the football. Made a guy miss. Bounces off a tackler to the 10-yard line. Patrick's got a Florida State first down. Nobody jumps the gun, and here's the snap. Dropping Francois, looking Francois, throws a pass. It is caught, ball of the 5, 3, 2, 1. Is it a touchdown? Touchdown FSU to Marion Terry. The Seminoles get a punt return from DJ Matthews and close the door on Miami here late in the second quarter. Cozy Perry slaps his hands. Here's the snap. Perry looking, gets the pass away. Going to set up a screen pass play. Got it to Homer. Homer gets a block, a key block, and he digs his way across midfield to the Florida State 49-yard line. Now he's a slot receiver to the right. We threaten a blitz, and Perry drops back to the throws a crossing route. It's an incomplete pass, almost picked off. DeAndre Francois from the Seminole 48 moving left to our left. Takes the snap. You know he's going to throw. They do too. Throws the ball downfield. It is a caught ball. Tack cop made at the 30-yard line. to Marion Terry. You're in field goal range almost. Tyler the hole. Here it is. The kick gotten away just in the nick of time. It's long enough, and it is good. Noles score a field goal to the final play of the first half and lead 20-7. 53-yard field goal. Ricky Aguayo, it could have gone 63.
Coach, just a perfect first half, the way it plays out, right down to the end where you get a chance to take the ball over at midfield. Not a lot of time, but you get one completion and then a really nice kick from Aguayo.
Yeah, that was big to have us going in to get some more points before we went into halftime, and it was good for him too to go out there and capitalize on a long field goal there. We were trying to make it shorter for him, but we got a sack, and but it was good for him to finish the half that way. It was good for our team to get a stop and get down there and allow us to do that, and that helped us going into the half.
20-7 the lead for Florida State at intermission. We will get to the second half highlights when we continue. Stay with us here on Inside Seminole Football.
Would you welcome Burt Reynolds? Hey, hey!
His name is known throughout the world. His charm, some of the best there ever was. His legacy, forever remembered by those at Florida State. Burt Reynolds was as genuine as they come. Born in Lansing, Michigan, and raised in West Palm Beach, Florida, Reynolds was recruited throughout the state to play football. But after a visit to FSU, there was no doubt he was going to be a Seminole.
He wasn't just a guy on the football team. He had the potential to be a star running back and played a lot as a freshman for those days. And then he got hurt.
Despite his injury, Reynolds continued to love everything about Florida State. He became best friends with fellow Seminole greats such as Lee Corso and Vic Princey, who happened to be his college roommates.
Burt was that kind of guy. He made friends for life, and if you were a friend of Burt Reynolds, he never forgot you.
With a future in football no longer possible, Reynolds took his million-dollar smile up north.
He left the football practice field, got his clothes out of his locker, left campus, went to New York. Became a stuntman, then went to California because there was more work for stuntmen in California. And that's when he took acting lessons, became an actor, got a few bit roles, and became a megastar.
Reynolds would go on to win several Golden Globes and an Emmy, along with numerous other nominations.
Burt Reynolds, for 5 consecutive years, was the #1 box office attraction in the world, not just in the U.S., in the world.
The more famous he got, the busier he became, but Reynolds always kept the Seminoles close.
Burt means a lot to Florida State. I mean, he was the biggest actor in the world at one point, and you know, Burt would do nothing but promote and talk about Florida State University.
His heart was here, and I contributed a lot of that to Coach Bowden, making him feel so welcome and loved when he was here.
Bowden and Reynolds' bond grew even stronger through their mutual passion for football and their love for FSU.
All my favorite moments with Bert was when he would come by my office and he and I would trade stories, trade jokes, and just laugh and cut up. I mean, he was a perfect fit for me. He's about as close to a brother as I've ever had.
Bobby Bowden would stop practice, bring his team together, and have Bert tell them a story or two about football. And I wasn't privy to what he said. I wasn't in that huddle with the players, but it was always an event when Burt Reynolds was in town.
You know what? If you saw Burt Reynolds in a movie, that was Burt Reynolds. I mean, he acted himself. I mean, he acted like he always acts.
Reynolds even included Coach Bowden in his award-winning early 90s TV show, Evening Shade.
You hadn't changed a bit, buddy. Just as hard as ever. Hard as a rock.
You're not saying that football is not important.
I'm saying that football ain't nothing but a game. Coach, don't you tell my alumni.
Reynolds took FSU to the next level when he helped design and fund some of the best uniforms in college football history.
Reynolds took a Hollywood designer and designed the new uniforms that last year were voted the best by Sporting News. He sent them, he made them and sent them and said, wear them if you like them. They have since then.
He helped us buy a dorm. We had Burt Reynolds Hall that I don't know how much money he put into it, it was a whole lot of it. And our boys, when I was coaching, that's where our boys lived, you know. And then, of course, he, like you say, brought us new uniforms a couple of times, and he was always doing something for you.
Reynolds' generosity to the school was more than appreciated, but it is the memories he made with those that were close to him that will never be forgotten.
Burt was always a fun guy to be around because he always laughed. I mean, you know, I don't think anybody on this planet enjoyed life more than Burt Reynolds.
I think Burt will be remembered for his great personality, that smile and that laugh that he had. He had a laugh that would make you laugh, you know.
The story of Florida State wouldn't be the same without its champion, Burt Reynolds.
Florida State loved him as much as he loved Florida State, and he did. I don't know that he appreciated how much he did for Florida State.
I'm Lauren Swertfeger for Inside Seminole Football.
Welcome back, Coach. I'd be remiss if I didn't give you an opportunity to talk about the play of your defensive tackles throughout this game, because they really were all over the field, most notably in Miami's backfield.
Yeah, that was big for our guys. We challenged them throughout the week. We had to stop the run against Miami. We knew that going in, and we knew in order to do that, our defensive line had to play one of their best games, and we felt like they did. You know, our defensive tackle, Marvin and Christmas and Fred and Durden, they all did a great job of getting penetration and playing on the opposite side of the field, in the offensive backfield, and that helped us tremendously. But it was good for those guys to do that. We need that out of them, and that's what we expect of them every week.
Defensive line played well, defense played well. Unfortunately, as we know, got stuck with a short field a couple times in the second half as we take a look at the highlights here.
And out go the Noles, 14:03 to go early in the third quarter. Rolling out to his right is N'Gozi Perry. He's going to be snagged and dropped at the 35-yard line. Third down, 15. Miami's quarterback Perry takes the snap, trying to get pressure on him, and he's sacked by Marvin Wilson. Wilson clobbers him in the backfield. Big Marvin Wilson. Position. Spicer will punt the ball, and waiting is DJ Matthews. Going to bounce in front of DJ and bounces to his left, picks up the ball, hesitation move, makes a guy miss to the 40, DJ to the 50, DJ outside the numbers to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, he's going to go to the 5-10, touchdown Florida State. DJ Matthews takes it to the house.
We have been waiting for that all year. We said this is one of the most exciting returners in Florida State, at Florida State, and probably in the country. No holding, perfectly blocked, excellent play by Matthews.
Perry takes the snap, fakes the ball, slows it to the near side, caught ball, a wheel route with the football, and Tyrone Gray. Blitz threatened by a linebacker. Here's the snap. They will not blitz, and a draw play is not going to get much at all. Tackled at the 46-yard line. Akers shifts into the backfield. Here's the snap. Hand off to Akers. Bounces. Bob. He breaks it through to the 20. Runs over a tackler. He's out to the 25-yard line. Back to action we go. 3rd down and 6 from the 28-yard line. Noles need to reach the 34. Here's the snap. Francois has time. He's hit. Fumble football. It's scooped up and recovered by who? Sack in the backfield, and Miami thinks they've got it. Toward the north end zone. Perry takes the snap, hands the ball off, and the Seminoles read run. Nowhere to go at the 20-yard line. Marcus Christmas. Here's the snap and the run play by the quarterback. Perry's going to be spun around. He's going to be stood up and dropped. May have lost a yard. Good gang tackling by the Seminoles. Not going to let that scrum get any closer. Perry takes the snap, looks, throws a fade route toward that far sideline. And a caught ball this time. Touchdown, Miami. Same play, different result. Lawrence Cager takes it in. Naquan Murray. Now an empty backfield. Here's the snap. Francois looking, dumps the ball off. It's intercepted, picked off at the 20-yard line. Intercepted by Michael Pinckney. And all of a sudden, the Hurricanes are cooking. Running back to the left hip, and that's Travis Homer. Dropping to throw. Perry throws a fade route near sideline. Near sideline it is a caught ball. One play after the interception. And Jeff Thomas, injured earlier, comes back and scores a touchdown. It's a 1-touchdown ball game. Miami shifts their defense. Here's the snap, looking at Francois, flushed out of the pocket. Run. He's going to run with the football. Running to the 30, diving to the 33-yard line. Francois' longest run of the game. Francois awaits the snap. Here it is. Pressure coming. Pass underneath. Caught ball by DJ Matthews. Will not get anything. May have lost a yard. From the 28-yard line, Perry looking. He's under pressure. He's sacked and knocked down back at the 16-yard line. Quarterback sack, Frederick Jones. Right edge. Perry awaits the snap from his own 18-yard line, dropping to throw. He's going to run. He's going to be hit. Dropped. He threw the ball into the area where he had a receiver. Man coverage on that guy to the left. Here's a handoff cutting back as Akers. Akers behind daylight. Akers bowls his way over the 45-yard line to near the 43. Nearly a minute into the 4th quarter now. There's the snap. Francois out pass to the left side. He throws the ball downfield. Wide open receiver. Keith Gavin. 3-2-1. Touchdown.
Oh, a flag. What is the flag for late?
Did DJ Matthews cross the line of scrimmage? That's the question. Or was it a forward pass to DJ? You can't throw 2 forward passes. And I think that's what the flag's going to be. It's 3rd down and 18 after the penalty. Lost it down. Ball play, fake, and pass downfield. Got a receiver wide open. Caught ball by DJ Matthews. Stutter step, and he's got the 1st down, I believe. 2 stacked to the right. Here is the snap. Here comes pressure. Francois is going to run. He's going to run the ball. Makes a guy miss and dives to the 27-yard line. Leading by 6. This is huge. From the near side hash. The snap, the spot, the kick is airborne. Line drive kick. It is no good. Wide to the left. And the score remains 27-21. Snap in the shotgun. Here it is. Dropping to throw, looking to throw downfield. It goes. It is a caught ball inside the Seminole 50-yard line. On 3rd down and 10, Perry hits Jeff Thomas in the 4th quarter. Here's the snap to Perry. Perry looking back to the left side. Throws a fade route down the caught ball inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan has given the Hurricanes a tying touchdown and a point after pending. It's 27-all. Naquan Murray wide to the right outside the numbers. Now an empty backfield. The snap. Pump fake. Throws the ball downfield. It is deflected and incomplete. DJ Dallas. He punts it. Wobbly thing. High in the air. Backpedaling. Jumps. He pummeled the ball. Inside the 15. Picks it up. Seminole Gunners trying to bring him down. Inside the 15. Zigzags and runs. Gets outside contained. To the 20. To the 25. To the 35. To the 40. Knocked out of bounds near midfield. In the pistol formation. Will hand the ball off. Travis Homer running to his right is tackled, and I don't think he got the 1st down. 3rd down 5. Here is the snap. Here comes pressure. Gets the pass away. Near sideline. It is incomplete. Thrown a little bit behind the intended receiver, Tamarian Terry of Logan Tyler. Gets that left toe into it. Nice punt. Backpedaling. Dallas at the 25-yard line. Comes upfield. He runs the out. Got a block across the 40 to the 50 to the 40-yard line. DJ Dallas is knocked out of bounds by Logan Tyler. And Jeff Thomas. And one to the left. Here's the snap. Perry looking, fires a little ball. Caught. No, dropped to the 3-yard line. He has just missed one. Here's the snap, the spot, the kick. Oh, it's no good. He missed it wide to the right. Welcome to the FSU Miami series. The snap DeAndre to throw. Pass incomplete. Just beyond the reach of Trey McKitty at the 25-yard line. Third down, 12 from the 18. Got to reach the 30. Dropping to throw. Francois, he's got to be hit. Sack. No, he gets out. Fumble the football. It's loose. It's got to go out of bounds somewhere on the left edge. Third down, 11. Perry awaits the snap. Low snap. Dugout passes the ball to the right side. Got a bubble screen set up for the tight end. And a tackle out of bounds, but close to the marker. One more kneel down. Nkosi Perry is 2-0 as a starter. That's the ball game. 28-27 will be the final score.
(28-27), the disappointing final, Coach. And I know in the aftermath of the game, you, the team, were very disappointed. But how do you make this a positive despite the result? I'm not using the phrase moral victory, but you have to build on it. And I feel like your team has done a nice job building the last few weeks.
Well, we did. I know, again, here at Florida State, we don't have any moral victories. You know, we went down there to win that game, and we didn't do it. So our guys are disappointed and upset that we didn't finish the job that we was intending to do. But we come back and we watched the film and saw the things we did wrong. But I think our guys understand that, again, what it takes to win. You can't turn the football over, especially on the road and in your side of the field. That against a good football team, it gets you every time. And so we got to capitalize on that and make improvements so we're not turning the football over and being smart with it. And we can do that by being sound in what we're doing, whether it's pass protection or running routes.
It is the midpoint of the season, so the bye week is up for Florida State and then Wake Forest. We'll talk about the plans for FSU during this 2-week stretch, and we continue on Inside Seminole Football.
Welcome into Inside the Headset. I'm Catherine Phillips alongside Coach David Kelly. Coach, you've been at USF, Oregon, and now Florida State with Willie Taggart. What is it about him that makes you want to be a part of what he's doing?
I tell you, from the first time that Willie and I met, and at the time I was a assistant interim coach with the Arizona Cardinals. So when I came home during the summer after that tenure was done, completed, my daughter was attending the University of South Florida. So I would go over, obviously being a football nut and all, and go over and watch their practices. And Willie we didn't know each other, but he was nice enough to allow me to come stand and watch. And for whatever strange reason, and great reason in the same token, from the first time we met, it just kind of clicked. And we had never met before in our lives. He's a special individual that I have tremendous respect for, not only as a football coach who's extremely talented, but more importantly, he's someone that you can trust. He's one of the best that I've ever been around, and I've been in the business for a while as far as how he relates to our student athletes, how they respond to him, and allow them to be themselves or to be the best of themselves, but still within a disciplined environment. So obviously I wouldn't have pulled my family from Florida all the way across the world to Oregon and now back to Florida State unless I had tremendous respect and belief in him. And it's easy to say that, but my actions portray the fact that Willie Taggart is someone that I enjoy and I trust riding with.
In 30 years of coaching, you have been well known for being another one of the nation's top recruiters. How are you consistently able to get that top talent?
Well, I tell you what, it's just like in any relationship, and as I'm always talking to our coaches, as I'm always talking to our players, in order to gain respect, you must first give respect. And with the players, with the recruits, it's never, well, I'm coach up here and I'm dictating what you do. I think those days and times are over. That respect has to be given on both sides. And so with that being the case and treating people the way that you would like to be treated, the whole key is finding out what the customer wants and then showing how what you are a part of can satisfy what their needs are.
So in bringing in an entirely new coaching staff this year, what was the first step to talking to the players and earning that respect with them?
Well, number one, when you go to talking about coaches, there are a lot of outstanding people in our profession who are extremely talented. So the number one thing you have to do, and I think Willie did a fantastic job of, is getting people that are like-minded. And when I say like-minded, people who believe in the same things that Willie Taggart believes in. It's not hard to find people that are talented in whatever area that what they do. But to find those who will believe in your vision, buy into that vision, then go out and sell that vision, that's the whole key.
All right, now David Kelly, outside of football, I know you don't get a whole lot of free time, but if you do, what would you like to be doing?
Football and recruiting. No, I mean, I'm a pretty simple guy. People say, "Well, Dave, you work all the time," and I look at them and I look at them with a strange look on my face because I'm still trying to figure out when have I ever worked, because athletics is all I've ever done, whether as a player myself at the high school and collegiate level or as a coach. And it's what I love to do. It is my hobby. I don't golf, I don't fish because I'm afraid of snakes. You know, Odell Hagen's trying to get me to fish and I keep thinking about what about if that snake comes attack the boat. But anyway, I won't go into that. But this is what I love, this is what I do. My family and I, we go to church, that's number one in our lives. We spend family time, and I do football and recruit. And the football and recruiting is my enjoyment, it is my hobby, it's what David Kelly loves to do, and I hope to continue to be doing it for a long time to come.
I love it. All right, well, that's Coach David Kelly. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi, I'm Kendall Herman, and I'm a student assistant for the Sports Nutrition Department here at Florida State University. Thanks to my Bright Future Scholarship, I'm able to dedicate all of my free time to the athletics department completely on a volunteer basis. This opportunity has allowed me to work alongside of our Director of Sports Nutrition, where I'm not only having fun on the sidelines, but I'm also learning a lot of valuable skills for my future career as a sports dietitian. I could not be more proud to do the work that I do, and I want to thank the Florida Lottery for funding my Bright Future.
Today's X's and O's segment is presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Spicer will punt the ball, and waiting is DJ Matthews. Going to bounce in front of DJ, and bounces to his left, picks up the ball, hesitation move, makes a guy miss to the 40, DJ to the 50, DJ outside the numbers to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, he's going to go to the 5-10, touchdown Florida State. DJ Matthews takes it to the house.
Today's X's and O's segment is our punt return against Miami, DJ Matthews. He did a great job of getting the ball and making the first guy miss. We would like for him to catch this ball in the air, but he let it bounce, give him a little more time, and made one guy miss. And I thought our guys did a great job of getting a hat on the hat and allow him to return the ball here. We know if we can get the ball in his hand, the kid is really special, and he showed on this play. And that is today's X's and O's segment.
The Look Ahead is presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win a football fantasy experience at knowlescontest.com.
Coach, the bye week comes exactly at the midpoint of the season. It gives you time to clean up some things you need to work on, but also you got to be looking ahead to Wake Forest, which is coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to spend time on ourselves and also spend time on Wake Forest as we go through this bye week. There's a lot of work for us to do within ourselves to get better. But we also have to make sure that we understand what Wake Forest is trying to do, both offense, defense, and special teams. So there's a lot of work to be done. More importantly, a lot of work with us to be done. And we're going to use this opportunity to get better, evaluate ourselves, self-scout ourselves, and see what we're doing good and what we're not. And then put our guys in best position to try to finish the season the way that we need to.
Sounds good. And if you haven't heard, kickoff 3:30 on Saturday at Doak Campbell Stadium for homecoming against Wake Forest. Back with some final thoughts on Inside Seminole Football right after this.
Welcome into Garnet and Gold Grub, presented by Tico People's Gas. I'm Catherine Phillips, alongside award-winning Chef Travis Johnson. He's the Executive Culinary Director of Seminole Dining here on the campus of Florida State, and he's going to walk us through a delicious game day recipe today. Chef, what you got?
We have a great dish. This is inspired from New Orleans. So it's a bacon-wrapped shrimp and grits.
Okay.
So it's combining shrimp, grits, two of my favorite things, and bacon, of course.
Everything's better with bacon on it.
Yeah, and it's great because it's an appetizer. You can prepare this ahead of time. You can take it out to the tailgate, throw it on the grill. You can heat it up on the skillet like we're going to today. Bake them in the oven. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it, but it's a lot of fun. So should we get started?
Yeah.
All right, so the ingredients today we're working with are Gulf shrimp, right out of the Gulf of Mexico, local sourcing, a blend of spices, some chili powder, some garlic, some onion, paprika, and you're gonna give it some depth and flavor.
Okay.
We're also working with a applewood smoked bacon, and then the aromatics to finish it off, some parsley and some fresh chopped chives.
Sounds great.
Great. The grits. Now, grits are very important. There's a lot of great local grits. There's a local grit that we work with from Bradley's that we really love, but it's all about stone ground grits. The instant grits, no.
Okay.
Stone ground grits, yes.
So go to Bradley's and get your grits.
Yes. And some of the differences, the stone ground grits are going to take a little bit more time to cook.
Okay.
You need to commit some time, 25, 30 minutes for the good stone ground grits, but they are worth it in the end.
Okay.
So we started out and we did 3 cups of water, 1 cup of heavy cream, our grits, we brought them to a boil, and then we dropped them down to a simmer. We incorporated some butter, some cheddar cheese, and then we took and spread the grits out onto a baking sheet pan, which gave us the consistency of the grit cake you see in front today.
Gotcha.
We take that, put it in the cooler. It takes about an hour or so in the refrigerator, and then it's ready to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna start out with bacon. So we cut the bacon to about 3.5, 4 inches in length. We start with our shrimp. We're gonna lay the shrimp at the end of the bacon. And then we take a small cutter, or you can take any round cutter you may have, and pop the grits out. Now, these grits are gonna fit right inside of the shrimp. See how that wraps around in there?
Yep.
And now we wanna roll it. You wanna roll it nice and tight. See how that's, okay, and we'll set that aside. Let's roll a couple more. And we'll be cooking on cast iron today with natural gas.
Why do we want to use the natural gas?
Well, the natural gas is a big benefit because we can get heat very quickly, and we want to definitely sear this bacon and cook the shrimp, but we can really control the heat that we're working with. And for a chef, that's really important when we're making sauces or doing appetizers such as this. I love the sound of that sizzle. It means something good's real close by. I'm gonna lightly dust these with our seasoning blend. And these are gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Let's check back in on the bacon wrapped shrimp and grits. Wow, that looks good. I'm gonna turn the heat down. See how the bacon crisped up and the shrimp cooked? Let's take these over. And let's finish these up. We're gonna take some microgreens and we'll place these on. And then to top them off, we're gonna add some fresh aromatics. We have some green onion and fresh parsley.
Okay.
Top those off. And I like a little spice, so we're gonna add pepper jelly. And you can use a Thai chili sauce. They make a ton of different types of pepper jelly. And just a little bit on top.
This looks like it would be perfect to serve at any kind of party or event.
This is great because you can prepare them ahead of time. You saw how easy they were to make.
Yeah.
And you can have them done, ready to go. You can show up, throw them on the grill, and it'll be the hit of the party.
Perfect.
You want to taste?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
For full details on this recipe and more information on how you can incorporate natural gas at home, at your business, or at your next tailgating event, go to peoplesgas.com/cooking.
Coach, one player we didn't mention got his first career touchdown catch against Miami, and that was Keith Gavin that got you your first points of the game on Saturday.
Yeah, it was good for Keith to finally get his his first touchdown, and I know his teammates was excited about it, and you can tell he didn't know what to do when he got the touchdown. He just stood up, and everybody came and grabbed him. But for a kid that works his tail off every single day and practice every single day, that doesn't complain, it was good to see him finally get it.
And we mentioned DJ Matthews earlier, but he was the ACC Specialist of the Week for his performance. Something tells me that's not going to be the last time he'll find the end zone with his skills on punt returns.
Well, we sure hope not. You know, again, he had showed us early in the year that he can be dangerous with it, and our guys did a great job of blocking and allowing him to catch the ball and run with it after the catch. And again, he's so special with the ball in his hand and making guys miss. That's going to be a weapon for us. It's got to be a weapon, and hopefully we can continue to use it throughout the season.
Sounds good, Coach. Best of luck this week. We'll have a look back at homecoming and Wake Forest next week right here on Inside Seminole Football.
Inside Seminole Football has been brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Taggart's wardrobe.